guys, what's up? It's Tati and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are doing an eating show. We are doing a mukbang, and what I'm eating looks disgusting. Tell me what you're eating.
I am eating just a burger.
Well, I don't support the cheeseburger lifestyle. Many veggie burgers that you could choose. I'm eating spaghetti squash with tempeh and also a salad on the side. Yum, vegan life. Let's get into these questions. Here's a little rundown of the topics we talked about in this video. Feel free to click around and listen to what we have to say. And please comment below any other topics you'd like me to talk about in my next video. I asked you to ask us questions on Instagram. So let's start off with, how do you guys remain confident and how to stay confident? I mean, I strongly believe in fake it till you make it. You start to like give yourself these thoughts that you are strong, you are beautiful, you are confident, you will become confident. Once you flip it in your subconscious mind, what you start believing becomes your reality. If you believe you're beautiful, strong, confident, and then you will be.
It's all about just like self-love, you know? Love yourself. Like, don't listen to what people say. If people say something shitty on like an Instagram photo.
They're cold. Okay, what else about confidence? Confidence just comes with not caring what people think, and that's just something that like takes time. You can't just like flip it overnight and be a confident person.
You can try.
I mean, you could try, and like sometimes it works, and if like...
But you're gonna have self-doubt, you know?
Everyone does, but what is really important is just like trying to look away from those things, and instead of saying things like I can't, just start saying things like I can, and you will. The mind is very powerful, my friends. Very powerful.
It's like important to care about yourself first, you know, over other people.
100%.
And like, you're not gonna make it if you're just nice to everybody. Like, you're always doing favors. And don't get me wrong, like, it's good to know people, it's good to socialize, it's good to have friends. Connections are really important. You know, if there's like only space for one, like, fucking hop in that seat.
People often get caught up in being a yes person, and they just do everything for everyone else, and yeah, that can work, and yeah, that can get you places, but what really matters at the end of the day is you. If you do something for someone else and you're like done, do like so many favors for other people. Like, don't get me wrong, do favors for people, like be nice, be a person, be a good people person.
That's step one. Just be nice, just be good.
There's something
nice
about,
guys finish last.
In some cases, in some situations, it really definitely depends. But I think it's just important to set your goal and put yourself first and think about yourself in a situation. So if someone's asking you something or asking something of you, make sure that it's something that will make you happy as well, and you're not just letting them walk all over you.
Self-love, baby.
Self-love. Advice on how to ease high school stress. Okay. This one,
yeah, we're gonna have
hits home
different
for
answers,
me.
Cause she didn't make it till the end. I'm kidding.
I'm on my way to the end.
I'm gonna graduate this year.
So I do online school.
Who's not a good person to look to for this advice?
But I have my... So what I think is, high school is just something everyone has to get through. So you just have to do it. Like, everyone has to do it. This is just something that needs to be done. It's not my entire life. It's a lot easier.
Something to think about is like, high school's all about the GPA and getting like high SAT scores. It's all about like going off to college, and then you realize like you're gonna apply to college and you're gonna get into more schools than you thought you were gonna get into, and it's gonna be easier than you thought, and then you're just gonna pick a school and you're gonna go to that school, and it might not be like Stanford or Harvard, it might not have a big name, but you're gonna be happy, you know, if you make the right choice. And like, I think a big part of high school is just getting caught up in like GPA. Oh my god, you know what I mean? Personally, I graduated with like a 3.2. Pretty low. I mean, it's not terrible, it's not great. I wanted to go to. I'm extremely happy. I live in New York. You know, like, you just don't get caught up in numbers. Enjoy high school like, well, you can too.
Yeah, for sure. The important thing is to be happy. And the important thing is like not to please your parents about getting into a high school, because at the end of the day, the important thing is not to please your parents about getting into a certain college. You're the person who's going to that college. If you get into Harvard,
good for you.
Good for you. But you might end up going there. Might end up going there and not even being happy.
True story.
So it's like, yeah, your parents are stoked that you got into this amazing school, but are you happy? You have yourself to live with, and that's it. So if you're not happy, then what's the point?
And also, if your parents are trying to convince you to go to a school that's close to home, I don't think like you should listen to that either, because you know, it's just like another flight away. But my mom really wanted me to go to school in California, and I ended up going to New York, which is like 5 hours further away from Hawaii. We're not physically closer, you know what I mean, from LA to New York. So just, I don't know, live somewhere you want to live, just do your own shit.
I kind of got away from high school stress, but I think it's important.
I think a lot of high school stress comes from like college apps and like, oh my god, college.
What is your faith life? How do you remain spiritual and faithful throughout tough times and even happy moments?
I'm agnostic, you know, so I'm not an atheist. I think it's wrong. They like, no, God's not a thing. I'm definitely a very spiritual person, even though I wasn't raised spiritually. Like, I've never been to an actual service. Our parents have always said, like, God is in the water, God is in nature, God is on the mountain. We surround ourselves with like this idea of God and the activities we do and sort of the lifestyle we live. Even though I'm not totally positive on what I believe, I do believe that there is something greater. I do believe that I was put here for some tiny little reason, you know, to make some tiny little change. And I think that there's some alien dude up there, you know, more or less.
I'm like a little bit more into like the actual idea of God and Christian God. I've always just kind of believed in a bit of that. Said we've never actually gone to any service or anything. Like but I've always kind of like wanted to. I've always kind of had this own spiritual connection that I've made with God, and sometimes I will read a Bible verse or two. I definitely like to connect myself that way. Speaking spiritually, I definitely think I'm a very spiritual person. I'm definitely in tune with myself and just with like the universe as it's the law of attraction. Like, I definitely follow a lot of that, envisioning and attracting things into my life, and I believe that there's definitely a higher spirit or higher something that gives you everything that you could ever ask for as you ask for it and as you believe that it is yours. So if you believe you're happy, if you believe you're confident, if you believe that you have everything in abundance that you could ever wish for, it is given to you. And if you just remain positive in your mind and you remain connected to your inner self, your higher self, and living on your highest frequency, you will just like you will have that like sense of, I don't know, spirituality and connection. And I don't know, I definitely want to make more videos on this topic because I find it super interesting.
I think you should.
Okay, like something I do want to touch on though, like staying faithful in like hard times, is believing and knowing that you will get through them. Advice on pursuing your dreams. You're like so done eating and I'm just over here like eating this strange stuff.
Advice on pursuing your dreams. Put yourself out there. You need to like make content, or if it's not content, like substance, whatever your passion is, whatever you want to do it, and do it like 110%. Intern and meet people that are doing it below you, above you, on all levels, every aspect of your industry, whatever it may be, and just throw yourself off the cliff.
In a positive way.
In a positive way.
I'm just like such a firm believer in following your dreams. Like, I honestly left high school so I could follow my dreams, and
I'm in art school. So.
He's in art school, so it's like we're definitely people who are passionate and we believe in full forcedly just like going at it. So whatever you find and whatever is your dream, honestly, like you said, yourself completely into it and it will come to you and you will achieve your dream. What's gonna be in here? How do you commit to an exercise routine?
I don't really have a routine. It's always sort of different, but it's not so much how you commit to an exercise routine, it's how you commit to exercise. You know, it doesn't matter if you go for a run or if you go swimming the next day. That when you start working out, like, it gives such a high of endorphins, of natural endorphins, and you know, the soreness after feels like crap, and then 2 days later you're like, what is that me? You know, that it's such a drug in itself. And the hardest thing to do is start, and once you start, it's sort of like, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Once you start seeing those results, honestly,
it just makes you want to go.
You just want to keep going, and it's just like, it's honestly such a good feeling afterwards, and you're always like feel so good about yourself. It's like, why wouldn't I want to continue doing this?
So just start, and then just go hard and go forth.
Go hard or go home, my friends. Advice for how to be happy and move on from an unhealthy relationship, whether it be friends or boyfriend/girlfriend. I have definitely lost some friends in my life that I wasn't exactly like ready to lose, and that's always the hardest thing, is like when you don't see it coming and you just don't expect it, and it hits you at this like point in your life, and obviously you've gone through this like hardship with a relationship, and that's why you're asking the question. How to deal with it is coming to terms with the fact that either it's over or that another better relationship will come from a closed door. So as soon as you lose this person,
I think it's important to acknowledge it. Like, of course, you know, this is going to hurt. Life is not apple
easy.
Pie. I don't know where that came from. But don't wallow in the sadness. Like, don't just
like be sad, but don't.
Oh my God. You can be sad for 2 days. A week?
Like a real relationship.
I mean, it takes like years to get over a relationship. I just mean like you're only allowed to wallow in pain for like 2 days. And then of course you can think about this person and you can contemplate and think, oh, why are we not together? Why are we not friends? You know, why are we not in a relationship? To use like the crazy redundant term, there's so many fish in the sea. I think it's important to meet someone new, realize that you can give yourself to someone else. If it is your first love, like, fuck, that sucks. You know what I mean? That's always like the... But I do think, like, find someone else. You know what I mean? Like, distract yourself. That's not the answer either. Like, distract yourself. Not necessarily finding someone else, but find something else. Whether it be a person, a hobby, a passion. You know, you don't want to sit on the couch. If you sit on the couch, you can be like, oh my god. Go for a run or something, you're gonna be like, ooh. I mean, this is getting off topic. Distract yourself.
Like, once you've, like,
you are strong.
When you end a relationship, it's hard to distract yourself.
So hard.
Like, but, like, it can also be a really good push to, like, better yourself.
So
and,
true.
like, you start,
Breakups
like...
can make you so much, like, such a better person.
Like, such a stronger person, and they, like, make you start, like, finding out more things that you love about yourself. Force you to, like, be alone. I had something to say. I don't remember.
You always have something to say.
I always do. Just ultimately, just, like, be okay with letting go. Alright, guys.
And
thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video and got any advice and learned something new, like and subscribe. You can follow us.
Click that like button.
You can follow us on all of our social medias. I will have his social medias linked down below. Follow us on our journeys as we follow our dreams, and
be strong, be confident, and most importantly,
love yourself.
Be you.
Be you. Much love. Thank you for watching.
From Team Ringsby.
From Team Ringsby to you. Peace out. Love you. Love you, love you, love you.